What's up, guys? It's Kellin Quinn from Sleeping with Sirens. You're listening to Morgan Richards on Radio Cardiff. Thanks for checking us out.
Here, Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff, 98.7 FM, and I'm very pleased to say that I'm backstage at the O2 Academy here in Bristol. I'm joined by a band who felt true madness with ears to see and eyes to hear over the last few years. It's of course those pop rock stars from Orlando, Florida. It's the wonderful Kellin Quinn of Sleeping with Sirens.
That was awesome. I liked that intro. Killed it. Lots of play on words.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries. So how's things?
Things are great, man. Just stoked to be in the UK. Got Europe out of the way. I love it, but this is my true love here. I like being in the UK. It's a blast.
So, Kellin, for the better part of the last 2 years, Sleeping with Sirens have really just been continuing to embark on some massive world tours, both headlining and with Pierce The Vale. Is it quite surreal now that you've gotten to that stage where you can play shows constantly in so many countries with not only your close friends, but by yourselves as individuals?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome to be able to, show up and be pleasantly surprised. We definitely learned that with the South American tour that we just did. We didn't really expect to see as many kids coming out to those shows, so it's nice. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than to be able to play a show and have people show up. So yeah, I think they're probably some of our closest friends, I'd say, probably in a band. We've done so many tours with them that we all, whenever we see each other, it's always a pretty excited, good time.
And with that, now you guys are set to release a special acoustic record in April titled Live and Unplugged, featuring live stripped back versions of classic hits and covers recorded from the road last summer. Was this just something you've always wanted to do, with acoustic elements always being such a big part of the band's identity in the past?
Yeah, what I like to do with our careers, I like to rip off things that other people have done before us. Like our acoustic EP was I got the idea of doing that from the starting line because they did that before they put out one of their full lengths. And then the Live and Unplugged thing, that just stems back from me listening to the Dashboard Confessional Unplugged record and just kind of following suit in that way. Because I just think that those were important records for me to own, from some of my favorite artists. So I think that our fans can kind of feel that same way, to have just different versions of us, because we can play so many different styles of music. We don't really get to showcase it all the time. So we get a chance to do that with our acoustic record, and it's awesome. I think it's important to be as universal as possible when it comes to music. We're definitely not the type of band that gets pigeonholed into sounding a certain way. We like to just kind of explore and do different things. That's what makes music fun.
And on that, you've previously mentioned that your live dynamic is very different compared to your studio sound, in a good way. Why do you think that is, and what's really separated the two for you personally?
I think our band just does a very good job of, coming alive live. And, it gives us the opportunity to, especially with that record, when we didn't have clicks or anything like that kind of holding us in play, we just kind of did everything off the cuff, I guess. Everything was just kind of ad-libbed at times. And when we listen back to some of the songs on that record, it's pretty funny because there's some songs that are really, really fast because there's no click track. Go 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 is 1,000 times faster on that record. But that's what makes it fun, to be able to just have Jack do cool solos and have Gabe, do stick tricks, and he gets to really work in his rudiments and stuff like that. He gets super rudimental, and Nick gets to say a lot of things in Spanish, so that's always really fun for all of us.
And speaking of new material, you've recently revealed that work has already taken place towards your next full-length studio record.
I didn't say that. We're looking to probably start writing after this tour. Nothing's been written yet, though. Nothing's even been started. Jack doesn't know how to play guitar anymore, so he's got to relearn how. All he does is play really annoying things on his guitar. So yeah, we're gonna start kind of putting our heads to So the idea of writing some music pretty soon after this tour, I think.
Okay. And if you guys have started to have really ideas of what direction the new material could show towards?
It's just gonna be fucking rock and roll. Like, it's not gonna be any crossover pop. It's not gonna be anything but just a fucking rock record, straight up.
And Ken, just a couple more things now before you go. Of course, in the past, you've always loved getting friends and other musicians you admire involved with the band through some shape or form in the past. Is this something we can just continue to expect from you guys and have more guests working closely with you in the future?
I mean, I love working with John Feldman. I like writing with, with different artists. I don't know if I'll have features on this record. It just kind of depends on how the record starts turning out. And if it is a feature, it's going to be someone interesting for me. I'm not going to just put somebody on a record just to have their name on there. So I think that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, but we'll just see how the record turns out. I might have a lot to say, or I might not have anything to say. And if I have nothing to say, then I'll have people feature on it so they can say all the things that I was wanting to say that I couldn't say.
And with that, you've just recently announced that you'll be returning here to the UK again in August, playing the main stage of this year's Reading and Leeds festivals. I'm sure you guys just can't wait to get back for that after being involved a couple of years back.
Yeah, I'm excited this year because I kind of know what to expect. Whereas like the first time I was a bit nervous and didn't really know like kind of what to expect of it. A lot of fucking people. And we played like right after Papa Roach. So that was like a little bit strange. They played and then half the crowd just left. So it'll be cool to go back there and hopefully have half the crowd stay this time instead of leave.
And with all that, now of course you guys are going to be very busy for the near future, just continuing to tour and writing that new record. But what else can we really expect from Sleeping with Sirens now in the near future?
A lot more man-on-man action. Lots of boy kissing. Jack and Justin like to kiss each other on stage. I'd say probably a lot more pick throwing. Like to flick our picks at people. And Gabe's going to do a lot more sick tricks on the new record. I think you're going to be able to hear it. You'll be able to hear the wind samples and stuff from him on the new record.
Okay. Well, that's about it. Cheers, Kellin, for taking time out to have a quick chat with me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Best luck now with everything in the near future, and hopefully I'll catch up with you guys again very soon.
Thank you.